Have you ever been told you have potential? It's a beautiful compliment, but it's also the most dangerous trap in the world. For a young man named Leo, potency was a heavy cloak he wore to hide his lack of effort. He was brilliant, the kind of person who could understand complex theories with a single read-through. His mind was a sports car, fast and powerful, but he rarely took it out of the garage. He believed his natural intelligence was a golden ticket, one that would let him cut all the lines and arrive at success without the hard work everyone else had to endure. His days were a blur of procrastination, fueled by the endless scroll of social media and the hollow dopamine hits of viral videos. His most challenging task was often deciding which notification to check first. This carefree belief was put to the test by the National Science Olympiad, a prestigious competition that promised a full scholarship and a fast track to his dream university. Leo wanted it badly, but his preparation was a masterclass in he'd open a textbook, read a page, and then reward himself with an hour on his phone. He told himself he was just absorbing the information. But on the day of the exam, his high-speed mind crashed. The questions weren't just difficult. They required deep, sustained thought, a skill he had never bothered to practice. His focus shattered within minutes, his mind drifting to a funny video he'd seen that morning. He left the hall feeling hollow, and when the results were posted, his name was nowhere to be found. The failure was a cold, brutal shock. For the first time, Leo realized his powerful engine was useless without a driver. Intelligence, he painfully learned, was not enough. Humbled and desperate, he sought out Mr. Harrison, a retired physics teacher with a reputation for his quiet wisdom. Instead of a lecture, the old man took Leo to a dusty, forgotten archery range behind the school. He handed Leo a beautifully crafted wooden bow and a single arrow. "Your mind is this bow, Leo," Mr. Harrison said softly. "It has immense power, but power is nothing without direction." He pointed to a distant target. "Success is that bull's. Now, look at all the distractions around youth, the rustling leaves, the passing cars, the buzzing of your phone in your pocket. They are like a thick fog. To hit the target, you must learn to see nothing else." He explained that true achievement wasn't about having the best bow, but about becoming the best archer, one who could silence the world and focus only on the goal. Mr. Harrison then gave Leo four rules, not as a command, but as a guide to becoming that archer. "First," he said, "you must control your thoughts. Your mind will wander. Your job is to gently but firmly bring it back to the target every single time. Second, you must build habits. Discipline is not a single, heroic act. It is the sum of 1,000 small, consistent ones. Start by studying for 30 minutes without interruption. Then, an hour. Small victories build an unstoppable momentum. Third, you must consciously avoid distractions. Your phone is the greatest thief of your focus. Create a sacred space for your work, a place where the outside world cannot reach you. And finally, you must practice daily. Focus is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes." Leo took the old man's words to heart. The journey was excruciating at first. His mind screamed for the easy comfort of distraction. But he started small. He set a timer for 25 minutes and committed to it. He left his phone in another room. He practiced controlling his thoughts, treating each distraction not as a failure, but as an opportunity to practice refocusing. Slowly, miraculously, things began to change. The fog in his mind began to lift. He discovered a profound satisfaction in deep work, a quiet joy in the hum of a fully engaged mind. A year later, Leo walked into the hall for his second attempt at the Olympiad. He was calm, prepared, and centered. The room was silent, but the true silence was within him. He saw only the target. This time, he didn't just pass. He achieved one of the highest scores in the country. The victory was sweet, but his real achievement was not the award he held in his hand, but the discipline he had forged in his soul. He had finally understood the greatest lesson of all, that the mind is like a wild horse, powerful and untamed. Left to its own devices, it will run you in circles. But if you train it with the reins of discipline and guide it with the compass of focus, it will carry you, without fail, to any destination you choose.